full bottle worthy or not. It's not. I don't like it. Sorry, Maurice Roussel. No, no. For me, it's a definite no. It seems like a money grab. Why don't you make the fragrance strong from the beginning or long-lasting? I hope I did not offend anyone. My BFF, hello. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm traveling in Romania for a few weeks and I don't have my fragrances with me. I miss them so much. However, I have been testing a lot. Today I will share my honest opinion on new niche fragrances. I have tester strips, I have samples, and I have all my notes. So if you are curious, I will convince you not to buy some perfumes. Or not. Tamine, Florentine, Diamond. And the notes sounded so delicious. Cocoa, mandarin. I'm not pretending I know them by heart. I'm reading them. I will also put them on the screen. I don't know if it helps you or not to share them. Let me know below what you think about it. I was curious because it has this cocoa, tuberose, vanilla and sugar. I was interested from that perspective. What it smelled like on my skin, it was not sweet. On Fragrantica, the main accord is sweet. On my skin, it wasn't like that. And what are my notes here? I said it's tuberose, smooth cocoa, amber. I also wrote in my notes that it projected nicely after 2 hours. It's in the same family with another fragrance that I tested by Chloe. Also in the dry down, I got some almond cherry nuances. It is good quality, it is long lasting. However, is it full bottle worthy or not? For me, no, because of the price. I expected more for a fragrance that is worth more than 200 euros for 50 ml. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't mind-blowing either. The bottle is lovely, magnetic cap and so on, but still, it's not something that I'm missing in my collection. So for that reason, for me, it's not full bottle worthy. It doesn't match any of my missing spots. My fragrance corporation is fully stuffed. I don't have anything missing in this category. Ambery, tuberose, smooth but quite boring. Now we move on to Orchidee Vanille. Orchidee de Minuit. Why am I saying Orchidee Vanille? I have the tester strip here. It's very smooth, well blended. I see it more feminine. And what did I write here? I said it's amber, but on the feminine side and a bit powdery. I have another amber that is more unisex, leaning masculine, which is even stronger. So going back to Chloe, it kind of reminds me of the base from Tamine Peregrina. That smooth, amber, seductive, familiar. It reminds me of my mom. I know that's not very appealing. It's the scent of a mom. My mom didn't have any expensive fragrance when we were growing up, but I guess the shampoo, what kind of hair products she was using, kind of smelled like this, like a nondescript vanilla, amber, maybe a bit of a floral, but again, you cannot name what kind of floral it is. Orchidee Vanille has orchid, rum, clove. Now on the tester strip, I can only smell the vanilla, and the entire blend is very ambery and feminine. Yeah, so everything is smooth, well put together, no harsh patchouli. Good quality. Is Chloé Atelier de Fleur Orchidée de Minuit full bottle worthy or not? For me, it's not. Again, it's too nondescript, too generic. For my taste, I'm not missing anything like this. And if I want a vanilla, I will go directly to Spiritueuse Double Vanille. And I also have from Jimmy Choo Vanilla Love. So those are my smooth, sweet vanillas. This one, it's a beautiful fragrance, but for me, it's not worth investing. I also went to the Byredo counter. I don't have any fragrance from Byredo, or I didn't used to until now. And I was curious to try the extracts. I have my own opinion about that. I am not okay with that. You create a fragrance that is not long lasting and then you ask 50% more to make it stronger. Although they say it's not only stronger, it's a completely new fragrance, at least for some of them, but it seems like a money grab. I don't like that term, but it is like that. Why don't you make the fragrance strong from the beginning or long lasting? I know that's not the idea of Byredo, but still, all houses are doing the same. Now they launch Absolu, Extrait, Privé. I don't like that. If you are going to the airport, if you live in Switzerland and you go to Zurich airport, they have very good prices for the Absolu. They have the same price or similar to the normal Parfum. With that price, I do agree. I don't agree charging so much more for the same stuff. So I tested Blanche, Bal d'Afrique, and Mojave Gost Absolu. Let's start with Blanche. Blanche is a clean fragrance. It's not really my taste. Not that I have something against clean fragrances, it's just that it's too simple for me. And the Absolu version was stronger and it's not unpleasant, I'm not saying that. And the notes are here on the screen. Yeah, it was clean, musky aldehydes with cashmere woods. Super pleasant if you are into that type of scent. I'm not. So is it full bottle worthy or not? For me, it's not. What a surprise. Going on to the next scent, it's Mojave Gost Absolu. I'm tasting all the fragrances I can. And I've never done this type of video in the past because I think, I don't know, it's kind of raw. But if you like it, I can make more like this. So let me know below. Mojave Gost Absolu, the notes, you already know them. This sapodilla, which gives it a juicy pear feeling. Then Ambrette, and that's why I like Mojave Gost so much, for the Ambrette and that ethereal, airy, feminine. Yes, I consider it feminine. It was stronger. I liked it a lot and I was considering getting a bottle. However, what stopped me is that when I want to get my kick of Mojave Gost, what I do is I use from Christine S. the leave-in conditioner. Before I do my curls, I use that heatless curl device. And I wet my hair with this leave-in conditioner, and the perfumer is the same. What's the perfumer? I don't find the name of the perfumer. Is it Look at my face or something like that? Ah, Jerome Pinette. Yes. It's the same perfumer as Byredo Mojave Gost. The quality of the nutrition in that product, I'm not quite sure about it. However, the scent is the same. It has pear instead of that sapodilla. It doesn't matter. It's 90% the same scent. So if you are curious to try it out, it's definitely worth it. And I figured out, because before I was so frustrated that you have the same fragrance launched from different houses by the same perfumer, and I didn't understand how is that possible, why do they do that? But it makes sense because the perfumer is the creator of that scent and it's kind of their right to take it on and sell it forward, if you know what I mean. So I'm no longer frustrated about that. So Mojave Gost Absolu by Byredo, is it full bottle worthy or not? For me, it's not. It's still highly overpriced. I will continue to use the Christine S conditioner. Bal d'Afrique Absolu. I said that it's sweeter than the OG, like it has sugar sparkles. The nose is Jerome Pinette. Yeah, I was looking for him and he was right under my nose. The praline gives it that sugar twist, and I have seen some reviews saying that it's like Bal d'Afrique mixed with Baccarat Rouge. But Baccarat Rouge if you take all the annoying parts, I had to let go of Baccarat Rouge because I couldn't do it anymore. It's here, it's super pretty. If I would get a bottle, I would get Bal d'Afrique, Absolu. It is sweeter, more on the feminine side. I had hair mist from Bal d'Afrique and I used to wear it at work before going into a meeting. I was part of a program with UN, United Nations Global Compact, SDG Ambition, Sustainable Development Goals. And I used to wear this as my hair mist and it's super professional, nice. I don't see anyone disliking this fragrance. I'm not getting it though because I have from Sospiro Contralto and that one is already strong, closer to the original Bal d'Afrique or maybe somewhere in the middle, but it is very strong, like sunshine in a bottle, and I actually miss it now that I'm traveling. It would be perfect now, yeah. So it is a beautiful fragrance. Still, it's not worth over 300 for 100 ml. The decision is more complex. If you do like it, so it's all subjective. I do not need it now because this spot is occupied by Sospiro Contralto. At Byredo, I also tested the new release Alto Astral. Alto Astral is inspired by joy, by the expression of having this elevated state. I don't know what to say other than tada. Hey, where did you go? It's beautiful, super special and unique. I can smell the coconut, aldehydes, musk. Actually, they say on their website that it has milky musks, more musks, and salty amber. What it smells like, for me, it smells like a music festival. I imagine a cool person at sunset, the heat is fading away, and you are a bit sweaty in the most attractive way. You are drinking some kind of coconut water, and yeah, you feel that sense of community, belonging, acceptance of one another, seeing everyone around you and being part of something beautiful. Then I tested a beast. I am a big fan of Versace. This is not actually niche. It's designer, but it's in their luxury line, so it's like a separate brand. So that's why I'm including it here. And I was so curious to test the Ambre Nectar. I have it here. This is super, super strong, even now, after a few days. Here I said that it has strong saffron in the opening, and it's a dark amber, like natural wax. If you have done any time in your life the waxing with the classical beeswax, it smells like that, like burnt amber. It's more masculine overall. It reminds me, not that it's the same fragrance of Chanel Le Lion. This is a strong literally, but also a strong release by Versace. I see it more on the masculine side, so for that reason it's not full bottle worthy for me. However, if you are more into this unisex fragrance, dark amber, try it out. It's worth testing. One that doesn't get much love is Kurky. So this was supposed to be a fun fragrance, which people didn't really like. And I have here the tester strip. The first time I smelled it, it smelled like a gummy fruity. Then it vanished. I am anosmic to musk. I do know that about myself, and I think everyone that hates here on Fragrantica, they are anosmic, like me. I don't think Francis Kurkdjian would have launched something so terrible. And what's interesting, I can smell it, and even the next day I could smell it. It smelled like fluffy peach. Is it full bottle worthy or not? It's not, unfortunately for me, because I cannot smell it. If you are lucky and it works on your skin or your nose, then it's great. Or maybe, who knows, I will keep testing it whenever I get the chance and see how it develops. Maison Francis Kurkdjian Kurky. Last year was the year of cherry, now is the year of banana. But I still wanted to try this one because the price is good and also I have a lot of respect for this brand. The fragrance is by Van Cleef and Arpels, Moonlight Cherry. It's rum, bitter almond, cherry, coffee, vanilla, and white musk. And I wrote here that it's another cherry fragrance, but it's well done and the price is good. It has similarities to Body Shadow Victoria's Bodacious, Tom Ford Lost Cherry, Duchessa. I don't need another cherry. This role, the cherry fragrance, is occupied in my collection by Duchessa. I think Duchessa is risking getting fired. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a maybe. Yeah, it's a maybe. Who knows? Maybe I will let Duchessa go and I will get this one instead. I also went to Lancome counter to test their new line and I was underwhelmed. All of them seem like they get lost in the entire collection. None of them stood out. Actually, I wanted to test the one called Rose or Die because it has black tea smoke, but they happen not to have exactly that one. So I was disappointed and underwhelmed or overwhelmed. I didn't know which one to choose. I smelled a couple of them. They all smelled like roses, like nothing stood out. And another thing is that the cap is no longer magnetic. We pay a lot for those bottles. I loved the collection better before. And I regret that I don't have Figues et Argumes anymore. So I think I will get a bottle because in Switzerland I see it showing up at a very good price. And that one was super nice with some lemon sorbet. It smelled like a slow morning, having tea, matcha, surrounded by figs, lemon sorbet. It was super uplifting and I had a 30 ml. Now I would like to have the 100 ml bottle. That's a beautiful fragrance. So Maison Lancome, the new collection, however it is called, let's see, the Absolu again. For me, I didn't like it. I was also very curious to try out Lactonic by Scentologia. It says Lactonic is a gourmand fantasy where playful notes of creamy milk, sweet almond, and juicy mandarin mingle with the tropical allure of coconut. As the fragrance unfolds, delicate lily of the valley dances with pistachio and ylang-ylang, creating a heart that is enchanting as it is. Irresistible. The journey concludes with a rich base of caramel, amber star, and sandalwood, leaving a trail of sweetness and warmth that lasts long after the scent has touched your skin. I have tested this one. In the past, I will spray it. Now again, I have this. Come on. And this is supposed to be made also with AI, although I see that the perfumers are super nice. Maurice Roussel and Margarita Carini. I get that milk, I get pistachio, I get caramel. It smells very sweet, harsh. Maybe my nose is super sensitive to that Ambre Star. Probably that was the compromise they had to make this fragrance strong or long lasting. So on the paper it's strong and harsh. On the skin I get more caramel, maybe a bit of cocoa, although it doesn't have cocoa. Almond. Yeah, it's very harsh. Synthetic. Although all fragrances have synthetic elements. And I have tested it, as I said, and as it dries down, it gets even worse, even more chemical on my skin. I think that Ambre Star kind of smells like sulfuric acid. Scentologia Lactonic. Full bottle worthy or not? It's not. I don't like it. Yeah, sorry, Maurice Roussel. No, no. For me, it's a definite no. Buy more. Gate 17, I have here the sample. This is supposed to send you to another state of being, of course, to enter through gate 17 and then you come out on the other side with joy, optimism, but you are still here. You are still the same person and everything you want is already within you. You don't need to pass through the gate. And I actually like this metaphor. It's like a metaphoric passing through the gate. And I've seen this one being compared to Rania J Musk Moscous. I haven't tested that one, but it is pretty. Let me tell you that. Smells creamy. I need to spray it on my skin. I get the beeswax, but not in an offensive way. It's very smooth, and I also get the vanilla. It has something solar about it, like I'm going to the beach. It's not super hot, it's not super cold either. It's just the perfect temperature. The sun is shining and I'm having some kind of smoothie or a milkshake with coconut, I imagine. It doesn't have coconut, but I get a bit of coconut vibe. This is well done. It works on my skin. So Morph Gate 17, is it full bottle worthy or not? It is. Yeah, I love it. And also the prices are very good for niche fragrances. Super good. I have from them, I have the Disumano one, which is sweeter, more coconut caramel. This one is even better. I like this one even more than that one. And now a fragrance from a very good fragrance house. It's Ramon Monegal, and I have Matador. This is another new release. New release. Again, so many new releases. Let's spray it on. I remember this being super harsh on the opening. I can already smell it. So I do like and appreciate Ramon Monegal. My favorite is Hazy Rose. That's a hidden gem. It's like a rose surrounded by mist. The leather is super harsh on my skin. And I get the rose, the passion fruit, all the notes clash together. It doesn't really work on my skin. Or maybe it's a fragrance that I'm not supposed to smell up close. I have worn it and I didn't really like it. I didn't like how it made me feel. It is a Matador. It is more on that Arabic, harsh, strong smell. I hope I did not offend anyone. Is it full bottle worthy? No. Maybe on a man, or if you are going clubbing, it could work. For me, it's a no. Matador Ramon Monegal. I also went to Amouage and I wanted to test Existence. I will have a separate video about it since it is such a long story. This video is already too long. Let me know also if there is a fragrance you are curious to try out. I hope today has helped you a bit not to buy. And thank you for watching. Bye.